What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Figured it was high time to do a update video, kind of tell you guys where I'm at right now. Getting kind of towards the end of the year, so want to do an update video. Had some guys kind of message me and ask questions about why they haven't had any race videos out lately, and there's a reason for that. Richie, Nolan, and Mountain State decided that they needed to go to a 2-day event. Their crowds and race participants was getting way too out of hand. So they went to a 2-day event and started racing bikes on Saturday and quads on Sunday, which with the way my work schedule is, it's very difficult for me to get out of a Saturday. I was able to turn down my Sunday shifts because that's double time and a lot of guys will soak that up. So unfortunately, with the way the work schedule is, I wasn't able to accommodate that switch to the Saturday series. So kind of sucks. It is what it is. They've got to do what's best for them. I understand. Just kind of wish they would have waited till the end of the season to do that. I ended up with 7 races. One of them was a DNF, and then the first round was like a 14th position place finish. That's when I was on the XR 650R. Kind of sucks. Was needing a couple more rounds to justify being, probably top 3 in the class. But it is what it is. It happens. I understand. Just kind of sucks. So that's why you haven't seen any of the new race videos. I haven't been able to. Wanted to kind of give an overview of all the projects and all the bikes and different things that I've got on the channel. And right now everything's kind of broken. I'm sure everybody's been there at one point where it just feels like everything you have is junk and broke down. Just need to get some time to kind of fix everything up. And I found it's hard, man. It's hard trying to maintain 3 motorcycles. I know that there's not really a unicorn motorcycle out there that's a do-all, be-all that can do everything. But man, I wish they would have something like that, because it is tough trying to maintain 3 bikes and take care of your family and go to work every day. And it's tough. It's tough. Thought about thinning the herd out. I'm not sure if I'm going to be racing anymore. I know there's another series, New East Coast, Ronnie Paul and those guys put on. And I know they do their races on Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. Might run that series next year, especially if Mountain State's going to do the Saturday series next year. We'll see what happens. Don't want to give up my dual sports. Huge into that. If something's going to go, it's probably going to be the race bike, and we'll see what happens. I actually had it up for sale a while back and didn't really get any hits on it, so it makes more sense to keep it right now than to give it away. I don't want to give it away. So kind of give you an overview of all of the bikes and everything on the channel so far, and kind of see where it's at right now. So there's the KX450, the race bike. I mean, it's pretty well ready to roll. Could stand to probably be clean. Needs an oil change, and the chains kind of wore out. Probably need to do chains and sprockets, freshen up a little bit. I mean, everything else on it's pretty mint right now. Really like this thing, man. It's a powerhouse. Just wish it had blinkers and an electric start. I'd just ride it. We got the original Big Red Pig, my XR 650R. I know it suffered some carnage after the 304 Detour dual sport ride that we put on with Fairmont dual sport riders, and I haven't really touched it a whole lot since then. Rode it a few times, but not much. I need to address the subframe. These things don't really have a subframe, so to speak. It's more just something to hold your butt up while you're riding. And I had kind of a homebrew quick fender brace underneath this thing, but it broke when I was on the ride, and I lost the lens on the stock running light, and I need to get a new rear fender. I think I'm going to do the CRF 450 mod, where they make that fender fit this bike, and it's a little more sturdy, and I need to do a different rack, because see, it's pretty loose. Definitely need to adjust the valves. It's definitely time for that. It could stand to have an oil change done on it. I'm not a fan of the headlight that's on it. This is it's kind of a WR style Yamaha headlight that I had laying around, and I'm just not really a fan of it. Ripped both of the blinkers off on the front whenever I went down the last time. The Kickstarter shaft, the splines are wore out on it. It needs a new Kickstarter shaft. It's not that much, just got to take the side case off to change that. And I rebuilt the carburetor and worked on it a little bit, and it's better than it was, but I just feel like the slides probably wore out on it, and it's not really performing how I want to. So I think it's going to get a one of the knockoff Mikuni like TM40 carbs off of Amazon or eBay. Stay tuned for a video on that, and we'll try that out. They're dirt cheap, and as cheap as they are, I figured make good content for a video for trying to put that together. The old Versys 650. This thing's still chugging along. You see I got the knobby tires on there. That's a 130 size front 17 to kind of emulate a 19, and it works okay, but I hate this tire. This thing does not, it inspires no confidence. When you're off-road, this thing just wants to wash out and throw you on the ground, and I need to get something better for that, which I do have a plan. Here's a set of DRZ 400 front forks that guys have swapped onto these, and what they do is they put them in the stock triple clamps, and I already had a friend of mine machine these out for me. There's little sleeves that'll slide down inside the triple clamp, and the stock DRZ forks will bolt to that. Going to change the front end out on there. I need to do heavier springs. We'll probably shorten the springs or put a spacer in to stiffen it up a little bit, because this is a heavy bike. The handlebars are bent. Needs a new set of bars, which it'll get. Plastic's kind of faded. Might switch up the paint a little bit on it there. I'm also going to get a set of crash guards and a skid plate for this thing. For as much as I beat it off-road, it needs something like that. And I need to make it more comfortable. The seating position is fine if you're a short guy. I'm 6'2", and I feel pretty cramped on this thing. So I'm probably going to lower the pegs. Maybe get a Seat Concepts tall seat, which they do make for this bike, and it kind of levels out instead of drops down. And you can also mod the seat where it'll set up a little bit higher in the front. Definitely need to do that. And that's it as far as the bikes are concerned. One of the big projects you guys have seen on the channel, which you can see the seats and everything laying everywhere, is the old Astro van. And you see it on the front here. I've been working on a front bumper, winch bumper. It's coming along. I've got plates to cover in the gaps and stuff on here. But the main issue with the van right now is the rear end's coming out of it, which really sucks. The pinion bearings went south. Let the pinion kind of get too close to the ring gear. Chipped some teeth off, and yeah, gotta swap it out now. Got a buddy at work that's parting out a van. He's got it's a 2004, I think, which it's the same gear ratio and everything as my van, but it's a 6-lug instead of 5-lug. In 2003, the Chevy Astros and GMC Safaris went to a 6-lug disc brake on the back, which is a heck of an upgrade, but the front ends up needing a different set of wheels, or you're going to run different bolt pattern front and rear, which I'm not doing that. And I've run adapters and spacers and stuff like that before. I'm not really a big fan of them. I actually lost a wheel in a Jeep one time with a set of adapters, and I'm not a huge fan. So what I'm probably end up going to do is take all the guts out of the 6-bolt rear end and put it into my rear end. It's, like I said, same gear ratio. It actually is a Eaton G80 locking style rear diff. So that will be a little bit of an upgrade putting in this thing. I know a lot of people call them a gov bomb, but for the moderate amount of wheeling I'm going to do and the tire size on this this van, I think I'll be fine with that. So everything is broken. But appreciate you guys hearing me ramble on. I know this is a little bit different style video, but just wanted to kind of update you guys where I was at with everything, and appreciate you guys subscribing, tuning into all the stuff that we put out on the channel. Got a lot more coming up, and hopefully everything is a little bit bigger and better from here on out. So appreciate it, guys.